How many apps on your Samsung phone are doing the jobs that Samsung already does for free? Think about it for a second. You buy your Samsung phone, you spend hundreds, sometimes even over $1,000. Then almost immediately you start downloading applications. A note-taking app, a translation app, a tracking app, an automation app, a wallet app, privacy app, search app. And before you know it, your phone is full of applications, doing the job Samsung already built into the phone from day one. Over the past few months, I found myself deleting more and more applications from my Galaxy phone. Not because they are bad, but because Samsung already had something built in that was doing exactly the same thing. And in some cases, it was actually doing it much better. So if you're looking to save storage, simplify your setups, and get more value from the phone you already paid for, this video is for you. So hello there, welcome and welcome back to the Do It Right Tech channel, where I take you through everything tech. In today's video, we are looking at Samsung features that completely replace third-party applications on your phone. Some of them can save you money, some can save your storage, some can improve productivity on your phone, and some are so good that you wonder why people are still downloading separate applications for them. But without wasting much time, let's dive right into the video. But don't forget to hit the like, smash the subscribe button to come back for more, and hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss out on any video that I post. On that note, let's go. So let's start from the one that shocked me the most. That's the Samsung Notes. And I know some of you are thinking, Samsung Notes? That's where you write your shopping list. And honestly, that's exactly how most people use it. But that's also why most people completely underestimate it. Think about the number of productivity applications people download today. Some people have note-taking applications, they have PDF editors, they have voice recorders, they have handwriting applications, they have AI note-taking applications, they have separate applications for even organizing projects and competing for your attention. And one day I realized Samsung had quietly built almost all of those features directly inside this very application, the Samsung Notes. Let me show you. So we're here inside the Samsung Notes. You've got several notes you can take, and then they are all organized according to the dates and everything. So searching for them is already easy because it's got a search tool here. So here you're able to import PDFs like that into the notes directly, put text into them. Possible also sign some of them when needed. Not just that, but even when you're inside your notes, like creating a new note, you're able to, with the plus on top of it, add those PDFs, make voice recordings, add images, take photos and inputs directly, scan documents into this space, put audio files inside here, make your drawings, add sticky notes, and even create tables for different purposes. It doesn't end there, because sitting here is even your AI tools that are able to take information on your screen and auto format them, summarize them, translate them, and even you get a creative studio right embedded inside here. But it doesn't even end there, because if you're thinking about writing on your screen and having it converted directly to text, or transcribing audios that you have recorded, all these are embedded inside here. I'll quickly show you. So should I record an audio like you're seeing right there, and then stop the audio while it's seated here? We can see here we can remove the background noise that was inside it, but it doesn't even end there, because here when we've tapped on these three lines here, we could actually edit the audio, or tap right here to have it transcribed for us into any language of our choosing. In this example, we're selecting English and hitting transcribe. So while we sat here, 2 seconds of recording, we've got exactly what it is that we said during that time. You also get the chance to translate it immediately into any language that you choose. Speaking of creating tables, here we can tap on that, tap here, select the number of rows and columns that we want, create tables that way, put headings, change text color, format text, apply bullets to text, change spacing, insert text box, and everything. Like so much, almost your Word file sitting right inside your notes. And the crazy part of this is you are even able to synchronize across all your Samsung ecosystem devices. But the more I use the Samsung Notes, the more productivity applications I found myself deleting, because Samsung Note wasn't replacing one application, it was replacing several. And if you'd like to see everything about the Samsung Notes, kindly check my video up here, as I've made a dedicated video taking us through most of the capabilities of your Samsung Notes. Now, speaking of things that save you from downloading extra apps, the next one can literally save you from losing expensive devices. Let's go. For the longest time, I thought Samsung Find existed for only one reason: to find your lost phone. That is it. But that's the least impressive thing it does, because Samsung Find can also help you track your Galaxy Buds, your Galaxy Watch, your SmartTags, your tablets, and other Samsung devices. And the feature I wish I had known about earlier is called a Notify When Left Behind. Think about the warning Samsung gives you when you leave your S Pen behind. Now imagine having the same protection for your buds, your watch, or any of your connected Samsung devices connected to your account. I actually learned my lesson the hard way when I left my buds behind and had to now buy a new set of buds. So let me show you. Inside the Find, you don't only find your phone itself. Here you can see my watch, you can find my buds. So in each of them, we've got a more option here that we can turn on. Notify When Left Behind. When we come here also, we have the same option right there. Same option right there. And then for your phone, there's no Notify When Left Behind because the notification will be coming to the phone. Now, another crazy thing here is when you're using your buds and you go inside here more, you have a lost mode you can turn on right here. And the lost mode is going to actually have you put your email, phone number, and then a message so that in case you lose any of these devices, any Samsung phone that comes across it, that is going to show that information below this information to whoever picks up the device. So with this turned on, anyone who comes across your device when found is going to get this information and would be able to contact you to return your device to you. It doesn't end there, but in the case where you lose a device like in here, you could always turn on this, notify me when it's found, so that in the event somebody actually comes across a lost device, you're going to be prompted immediately once it's found. Very simple and very helpful. But it's not just that, because it's able to search nearby, refresh, and then in the event that you're looking for your device, it's able to actually ring that device once you are in close proximity to it. And you could always also come here, tap on these three dots and go into settings. Once in settings, one thing you can turn on to help the Samsung community is right here. That's your location sharing device. Once you tap this on and then enable this, this allows your device to be able to be used to help locate other lost devices. And that's how your lost device can be easily located, because people who have this turned on would have your device connect to them without actually connecting to the phone, and then by virtue of your location, send the location to whoever it is that has their device missing in that very location. So a feature like that turned on would be amazing. Also, you can come here to allow to be found, and then here you're able to turn offline finding on. So for many Samsung users, there's simply no need to invest in any separate tracking ecosystem. But while Samsung Find helps you track your devices, the next feature helps you automate your entire day. Let me ask you something. How many times do you perform the same actions every single day? At night, you lower your brightness, turn off Bluetooth, enable power saving, reduce volume. Then the next morning, you do the exact opposite thing. And then tomorrow, you repeat the same thing, and it becomes a daily activity. Samsung looked at all this repetitive work and basically said, what if your phone just handles all of that for you? That's where the modes and routines comes into your everyday life. For example, in modes and routines, once I get to a particular location and connected to a particular Wi-Fi, my phone is going to automatically turn off my mobile data and revert to turning it on once I leave the location. It doesn't even end there. So I'm able to even create a routine that whenever my phone is charging, I want QHD turned on, adaptive smoothness turned on, and it be reverted once I unplug. Several can be set where once it's a particular point in time in the day, like night time and you're about to sleep, your phone should automatically turn power saver on. You can even create one that in the event you leave your phone uncharged whilst you're going to bed, it should turn brightness off, Wi-Fi off in a way that it protects your battery. You can create for sleep, you can create for travel, you can create for the gym, you can create for battery saving. For almost anything you think about, you can create. And after a while, your phone starts feeling less like a device and more like an assistant. Now, speaking of productivity, let's talk about Samsung's most underrated feature. Most people hear about Samsung DeX and think it's just a fancy desktop mode they would never use until they actually use it. So imagine you're traveling, you're sitting in a hotel, you're working in a cafe, or you're attending a meeting. So you connect your Samsung phone to a monitor, and suddenly your phone transforms into a desktop-like workspace. You get multi-windows and desktops that you can cycle through. You get keyboard support, you get mouse support, you get full-blown browser, like we can see here. You get your email support, note support, office applications, file management, and so much more. Now, is it replacing your PC? Of course not. But replying emails, editing documents, attending meetings, managing files, and doing everyday works, Samsung DeX is surprisingly capable. And for some people, it is genuinely replacing carrying a laptop around. But maybe productivity isn't the biggest concern for you. Maybe convenience is. That's where the next feature comes in. Most people think the Samsung Wallet is just for payments, but it has quietly evolved into something much bigger. Think about everything you carry around every single day. Your membership cards, your payment cards, your loyalty cards, onboarding passes, and even event tickets. And depending on where you live, even more. Samsung Wallet allows you to keep all of those in one place. And unlike carrying a physical card, Samsung adds several layers of protection. Your fingerprint authentication, Samsung Knox security, device protection, tokenized payment information. And even if someone gets access to your phone, using your payment details isn't nearly as simple as stealing a physical card. For many people, Samsung Wallet becomes one less thing they have to carry around. And speaking of traveling, the next feature becomes incredibly useful the moment you leave your home country. Imagine landing in a country where you don't speak the language. You need direction, you need to order food, you need to speak to the taxi driver, or you're checking into a hotel. Normally, you pull out a translation application. Type, wait, translate, repeat. Samsung's interpreter changes the entire experience. You simply select your language and select the other person's language and start talking. Samsung listens, translates, displays everything in real time, and the best part is it can work offline once you've downloaded the language pack. Right there, you can download several languages and even add more languages to the pre-existing ones. And if you're using your Galaxy Buds, the translation can be played directly into your ears. It's one of those features that doesn't seem important until the exact moment when you need it. Then suddenly it becomes very valuable. The feature that probably replaces more apps on your phone than anything else. Let's go. Think about how many apps people use just to search for things. You need to identify a song, you open Shazam. You need to translate text, open another application. You need to identify an image, open Google Lens. You need to search for a product, open your browser. Now I simply hold down on the navigation bar and activate Circle to search feature. If a song is playing in the background, I can just tap on this music sign and then it's going to identify it for me. If there's any text on the screen that needs translation, tapping on this will immediately help translate everything on my screen. If I see any product online, I can search for it. If I see a landmark, I can identify it. If I see something interesting on my screen, I can search for it instantly without switching applications, without copying and pasting, without opening multiple tools. And because of that, several applications of my phone simply become unnecessary. And finally, one of the most underrated Samsung features, the secure folder. Many people download app lockers, hidden gallery apps, hidden photo vaults, private file managers, and Samsung has already given you all that inside here. The secure folder creates a completely separate protective space inside your phone. I have a dedicated video where I talk solely about everything that has to do with the secure folder, its setup and all. You can find that video right here in the corner. So in here, protected by a pin, you get your own camera that takes photos that are stored inside your gallery, record your own audios, your own private browser, your own private calendar, Gemini access privately, private contacts, private notes, private applications, private photo studios, private Samsung Pass, and even private file manager. But it doesn't even end there because you can't always add applications that exist inside your phone itself. Any application existing in your phone, you can have a private copy of it stored inside there, or even come into your Play Store or Galaxy Store and download private applications into that very space, all saved securely by Samsung and protected by fingerprint, password, pins, and even patterns. It's essentially a second phone hidden inside your phone. And for many users, it completely replaces an entire category of private applications. And there you have it, 8 Samsung features, but 7 applications that made me stop using more third-party applications. And honestly, this is one of the biggest reasons I enjoy my Samsung phone. The deeper you explore them, the more you realize how many useful tools are already inbuilt. Let me know in the comment section which of these applications do you think Samsung has replaced best. But without wasting much time, don't forget to hit the like, smash the subscribe button to come back for more, and hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss out on any video that I post. On that note, I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.